This is the day! Welcome, Monday. Absolutely. Fantastic.
Yeah. Straight up now tell me.
Straight up now tell me. Are you ready for this is the day right now? Oh.
We are just having fun.
We're just having fun.
We're just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's the deal.
Abdul.
Paula.
Man, that's a good jam. Haven't heard that song in a long time.
I don't know where it, yeah.
Yeah.
I just felt like you were straight up going to tell me.
Yeah.
This is the day.
This is the day.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
May not be the day you wanted or the day you planned for, but it's the day you got.
That's it.
So straight up.
Straight up, you're with
Have
us.
a day.
You're with us. Thank you for being here.
We are going to have some fun.
Yep.
Because you know what's fun? Sharing God's love.
Fair enough.
It is fun.
It's true.
Absolutely true.
It's true.
Oh, often overlooked.
Yep.
In the sphere of fun.
Yep.
But I think it is.
Because as you see a river flowing and it's going, and you can kind of stand in that river and you can just kind of let the water push your back, or you can get in.
Go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Let it take you where it's going to go.
Ever floated a river?
I love floating rivers, yes.
How do you feel about the warm spots?
The warm spots, no fun. I also don't like the shallow spots where you actually have to get up and walk, pick your tube up.
Come on! I wanted to go hiking.
If I wanted to hike through water.
I would have dressed differently.
Yeah, I've been tubing.
Tubing. That's how you say it. Feels like the word tubing should be in every country song.
Yeah.
For our honeymoon, we went tubing.
She was asking me if we were gonna go tubing. I said, honey, don't have a boat or a tube. Got on my phone, rented out a tube boat, took her out. I don't know, I'm bad at it. You're better at country songs.
Oh, no, that was something special. Yeah, definitely something. You know what else is something special? This is the day, and we think that every day is worth celebrating.
We do.
But this day has a little extra pizzazz. Boing! A little extra.
Yep.
Because do you know what today is?
I've heard tell.
Johanna Beachy's birthday.
Johanna Beachy's birthday. Today.
Today, right now.
Okay.
This day.
This day.
This is the day for Johanna Beachy's birthday.
I can't believe it.
A day to celebrate the incomparable Johanna Beachy.
That's right.
Sits in that chair every Wednesday.
That's right.
Just brings it.
Gives us all types of information and knowledge about wonderful things in the world. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Her birthday today.
Her birthday is today.
Okay.
So what do you think we should do?
Well, we gotta sing happy birthday to her.
You think she would like that?
I don't think so. I really don't think she wants any of this. Yeah.
I think we should sing happy birthday to Johanna like she might sing it to people. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Johanna.
Human Johanna Beachy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to you.
No, that's how Johanna would do it, but I would do it. Johanna! Woo!
Happy birthday!
Whoa!
Yeah!
I can't believe you are alive. I can't believe I get to know you. It's incredible.
Go, Johanna, it's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Go, Johanna, it's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. We got wavy guy over there, waving his hands all in the air. Go, Johanna!
Bo,
Yeah.
do we have an embarrassing childhood photo of Johanna? We gotta celebrate.
Of course
if we're
we do.
celebrating Johanna, we've got to show, not an embarrassing one, but a cute childhood photo.
She had bangs.
She had bangs?
She had bangs. Look at her.
Stop it.
There she is with bangs. And you know what she's doing right there? She's looking up like, really, Mom?
Is that Batman on my hat?
Do I have to wear this? Can I read a book?
She's like, is that Batman? Where is Catwoman, Mom?
Wow.
No. Where's Wonder Woman?
Then they did a little dinner.
Little party.
Okay.
Okay.
Look at that crew. We got a Chipwood.
Yep.
Her sister Joy. And Anna.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you invited to that?
I was not invited.
I wasn't either.
Oh.
awkward moment. I was actually talking to Ariana when Joy walked up and invited her. And I was like, okay, yeah, no, it's
we
it's
good.
fine.
We
No,
good.
yeah, no, like, cool. Like I would have picked up the check.
Right. Right.
I just,
Okay.
just saying.
But while we have time and while we have opportunity, happy birthday to Johanna. I don't know. I'm sorry.
You had your shot, Johanna.
had your
shot. Drew and I could have been there.
We
Could have been there.
He could have picked up the check. I could have made things awkward. I mean,
It was what we do best.
what we do best.
That's right. That's right. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was pretty exciting.
That was fun.
Man, I love how you were prepared with a confetti balloon.
Oh, well.
This is the best.
Yeah, well, I was given that balloon
Oh yeah. What?
listen, I love this so much.
Just a quick time out.
Yeah.
What'd you do this weekend?
Okay, yeah, we had to, there it is. So I got this box, okay? I got this box, and I'll just show it to you here. And it had a message on it. It said, do not open until Rooted Celebration.
Okay.
I just love a mystery box. I'll tell you that right now, Bo. I just love a good box where you're like, I can't open this. It's like Christmas, right? It just reminds you. And so you open the box at the Rooted Celebration. Now let me back up. Rooted. Okay, a 10-week journey that I've been on with this group of people, kind of going through these 7 rhythms of Rooted. And last night was the culmination of this time together. And so that confetti balloon came in this box.
In that box.
I opened the box, and it had all types of goodies in it. It had this cookie.
A rooted cookie.
A rooted cookie? Oh my goodness. It had this to celebrate. I mean, it had like popcorn, hot chocolate. It had, little Hershey Kisses, Werthers, a bookmark with a verse on it. I mean, all this incredible stuff. And then one of the most special things, Bo, there was this word that my group leaders, Mike and Betsy, shout out to you guys, they had picked for me, and the word was faithful.
Perkins?
Perkins, yeah.
Perkins, yeah.
Mike and Betsy Perkins.
Awesome.
They had picked faithful.
Faithful?
Yes.
Okay.
And for some reason, just the words that Mike, because he had kind of, we had met before the time had happened for the webinar, and the words he had spoken over me, and just the words perseverance, and just being faithful to God's call, and all these things, and this prayer that he prayed, it was just, man, it was huge to me.
Yeah.
So great time last night. That was like one of the highlights of the weekend.
Well, you came in today looking like a champion. You feel like one? You got your green jacket on?
Sometimes you just got, even if you don't win, you got to wear the clothes, you know, and got the green jacket.
I don't know. It's the Rooted celebration.
Rooted
you got
Yep.
your word, which is faithful.
Faithful.
And you came in with the green sport coat on.
Yep.
Masters weekend.
Yep. Huge shout out to Sue, Kelso,
for sure.
to Madison, to their whole team. Rooted was amazing. It was totally look different this year, being online and everything, but it was super impactful to me. So
No, I'm so thankful for them, because Rooted is incredible in all the work they do, but then to pivot and to create experiences online that were meaningful and impactful, well done.
Yep.
And we'll be having Rooted again in 2021. And so be on the lookout for that. If you've not done it, we want to strongly encourage you.
Please.
Enjoy. It is so good. My word, which is in my office and is very meaningful for me as well, because I've done Rooted, is the word free.
Oh, that's good.
And it was just spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Spot on. Free.
Yeah. Oh, incredible.
Yeah. Super cool.
Incredible. So so that was the highlight of the weekend, Bo. But there was also some moving that happened.
Right.
So it was moving's moving. But we got everything out. We're in the new place and feeling good, feeling great. Watched a little Elf. I know we're a little early on that, but it was kind of.
Wait. Quick time out. Like, elves don't like to be called little.
Okay, I apologize. Yeah. Well, I just meant like
It's 2020,
we didn't
bro.
finish it because the boys had to go to bed. So we watched a little bit of Elf.
How is that even possible? Once it's on,
I know.
it stays on.
Mom is very strict about the bedtime. Very strict.
How far did you get?
I think he's eating gum off of the Like he just got to New York,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, we really just we just got there. But we love it. The boys have seen it before, and so we just kind of started it as like, hey, we're in the new place. Let's relax. Let's kind of start this movie, and we'll pick it back up.
Yeah.
But we're doing good. Everything's good.
Sweet.
Yeah. So that was pretty much the weekend, though. A lot of moving parts.
Because you were moving.
Because you're moving parts of things. And now you're at that place where you're like, do
Dude.
we have the hardware for this?
How do we put this back together? There's extra pieces. Oh, well.
This is the time where I go to Home Depot or Lowe's, and I'm like, do you have something that kind of looks, it's about this long, and it's like, it's a Phillips on the top. Oh, okay. Zip tie. You can zip tie anything.
I never thought about that.
Yeah. Boys are like, Dad, bed's a bit shaky. Bed's a bit shaky.
You probably got to get like 12 of them on there in case one snaps.
Yep. So I got to know, Bo.
What's up?
I got to know.
Yeah.
What'd you do this weekend?
Yeah, I don't talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it?
But I need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to, but I need to.
I don't want to, but I need to. Because you know when there's a wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you're tempted to just kind of stuff it down in there with all those other wounds.
I know it very well.
Yeah. I thought, you know, since we have this forum with the fam,
Yeah. That's right.
that I could just open myself up and share these wounds while they're still fresh.
I hope we're ready. I
Okay.
hope we're ready.
Now, just to give you a little background, okay, so I can explain the wound that occurred. So Lady Longfellow got a new turtleneck this weekend. She got a red turtleneck sweater. It's getting a little chilly, and so Lady Longfellow, my wiener dog friend.
She's short-haired.
Well, you should low to the ground. You know, it's cold down there. So she got a little red turtleneck. So she's rocking it, strutting around the house. In my living room, I have my chair. I never wanted a chair. I don't know, like the dad chair.
Mm-hmm.
I never wanted one, but a few years ago, Summer saw a deal online and ordered a chair online. It's like a knockoff Lazy Boy, you know, that had the little button that you push and the thing. And it's not real big, but anyway, it just became my chair. And about a month ago, the motor went out on it. And so Ace and I, we flipped the chair over, and we don't know how to fix the motor or anything like that. So we just disengaged the mechanisms because it was up to get it down so I could at least have a chair to sit in. But now it's really not comfortable at all. Like I have to go sideways and put my feet up on another couch and just kind of shoehorning myself into this little knockoff Lazy Boy broken down chair. Then one other thing to know is our living room decor all came out of Bugaboo Creek Steakhouse. There was one locally that went out of business, and I know the owner of the building, and we went in and ransacked their decorations and hung them up in our living room like 5 years ago.
So steakhouse vibe.
Yeah, we got a steakhouse vibe. Okay, so there we are last night.
Yep.
And Ace and I are watching a football game, and there was a player who took his helmet off, and he had a man bun.
Yep.
And the boy said these words. He said, "Dad, that man bun's not that bad." And I said, "Son, it's tragic. It's a man bun. It's tragic." And he turns and looks at me and he goes, "Now, you want to know what tragic is?" And I said, "What?" He said, "You're a 47-year-old man who's snuggling with his wiener dog in a turtleneck and a broken down knockoff Lazy Boy chair in his living room that was decorated from the leftover trash of a failed Bugaboo Creek Steakhouse. That's tragic."
Whoa. Just straight truth. Oh, wow. You can't write it better than that.
I was like, and then he left the room.
Left.
Like a roast and leave.
Roast and leave.
And like Summer came in and I said, "Hey, let me tell you what your son just said to me." And this was her response.
Yeah.
She goes, "That's really good."
That's good.
Yeah. That was really good.
It's good.
And then she looks at me and goes, but I don't want you to teach him to be a jerk. And I go, yeah, those were kind of mean. She goes, no, about a man bun. You don't need to be making fun of people's hair. I'm like, woman, I just got roasted by my 15-year-old kid. This is our takeaway?
This is our takeaway. Oh, man. At first, I was like, I love the statement, Dad, that man bun's not that bad.
Not that bad, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the whole thing started.
Son, it's tragic. And then give me the line again?
No, I don't want
Okay, my word.
No, you want to know what tragic is? You're a 47-year-old man snuggling with your wiener dog who's in a turtleneck while you're sitting in your broken-down knockoff lazy boy chair in your living room that was decorated from the leftover trash from a failed Boogaboo Creek steakhouse. Not that I remember.
That's amazing.
Not that it stayed with me.
Ace, wow. To see it, like that's it. You just gotta keep your eyes open and listen and to see it and then just express it. Wow, okay. Bo, there's nothing tragic about you.
That's why I'm not wearing a green jacket today. Yeah, no, I'm not.
That's tragic. I wanna be golfer. Yeah.
I'm like Tiger getting a 10 on a par 3 yesterday. I don't know if you, true story.
True story.
He got a 10 on a par 3.
And then has to place the jacket on someone else. That's the worst. I feel like I would just like, there you go, dude. I don't know, whatever. And also, if I got the jacket, Bo, I would never take it off. I'd wear it all the time.
Yeah.
If I was Dustin, I'd be just all the time.
All right. Well, I don't want to talk about any of that. But what we're going to talk about is the verse of the day.
Yep.
YouVersion Bible app gives us a verse of the day. This verse is from James chapter 5, verse 13. It says, is anyone among you in trouble? Let them pray. Is anyone happy? Let them sing songs of praise. I'm going to read it again. Is anyone among you in trouble? Let them pray. Is anyone happy? Let them sing songs of praise. All right, Drew, Chris.
Yeah.
What jumps out at you there?
The spectrum.
The spectrum,
So
okay.
You've got trouble and you've got happy. That's what I was thinking about in like in a room, like in a worship service. When you're in like a church and a church building and there's a worship service, there's people as they come into that space in all types of different situations. There's people who probably are in trouble, whether that be marriage trouble, financial trouble, addiction, strongholds. There's people who maybe just got that promotion. The marriage is as strong as it's ever been. You know, you've got people on either spectrum, and James is telling his congregation in this space and time, you know, whether you're in trouble, you pray, and if you're happy and you're doing well, sing those songs back to God, who is the one who provided and carries us through those troubles. Like the whole spectrum, he's grabbed right there in that verse. So it's just amazing to me that God is present with those who are happy and with those who are in trouble, and he's working in our lives at all times. I don't know.
No, I absolutely. And when it comes to trouble, you know, I mean, the reality of that is you're in one of three places in regards to trouble. You're either in trouble, coming out of trouble, or heading into trouble.
Yep.
There's always trouble afoot.
Yep.
And so that is something that, you know, even with our worship services being online, or maybe especially, I'm really trying to be mindful of and cognizant of not being able to see faces, is that we are coming from such a wide spectrum of places. Some people are rejoicing, some people are grieving. There's happiness, there's sadness and sorrow, there's loss, there's joy. And all these things are happening. And so I love that you pointed that out, the spectrum of that. And this was what really jumped out to me today was the let them. Let them. If someone's in trouble, let them pray. Yeah, don't shut them down and be like, oh, it's not that bad, or, you know, placate them, you know, with some kind of silly nonsense or ripping scripture out of context. And, you know, let them pray, let them seek God, you know, let them really press into that and share what's on their heart and the distress and the difficulties and challenges. But also, if someone happy, let them sing songs of praise. So I know that sometimes we might have a tendency to expect everybody to be in the same place we are. And so we even evaluate things based on that, like, you know, my own personal experience in this, as opposed to going, well, no, what was God doing, and how is he moving, and how is he working? and where are different people coming from. Instead, we go, well, you know, I mean, like, you know, I'm probably a little sensitive to it, but like evaluating a sermon. You know, how do you do that? That's a really good sermon. You know, that one really spoke to me. So if it didn't really speak to you in the situation you're in right then, it wasn't good. Which is maybe not true at all. Maybe you know, God was really using that to really minister and speak to somebody else.
That's it.
But when we're so individualized and so focused on only ourselves, we can really miss what God's doing. Like I know that I've told people before that whenever I begin to like present the gospel in a message, there's a reason, you know. And so while, you know, it is like if you've got grown kind of like callous to the gospel, this good news of Jesus, that he came and died for us and took our sin inside of him and put it to death on the cross, and it was buried with him, and on the third day rose again, so that we can share not only in his life and death and burial, but most importantly in his resurrection into new life into God's kingdom. You know, if you're like, yeah, oh, here we go again, you know, or, no, I mean, like, you know, that's kind of a scary place to be spiritually. Like, whoa, how's my heart grown cold to this? But also, like, somebody may be hearing that for the first time, or for maybe actually being able to process it for for a first time in a very real way. And so to be engaged in prayer and like, God, right now, you know, like maybe that wasn't what you needed to hear in that moment, but what's God doing with someone else, and so to understand that communal aspect. Let them.
I like that. And I like this idea that we get in this place where it's like, oh, you think that's bad?
Right.
Oh, you think that's bad? Well, let me tell you a story. And we kind of begin to tell them our troubles, and it's like, well, just they're opening up, sharing a wound, you know. They're sharing that. Let that be. Give that space. Let that breathe. Yeah, that's good.
Let them.
Trouble, trouble. You remember that song? You a big Taylor Swift fan?
Yeah.
She's got a trouble song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am a Taylor Swift fan.
Yeah, me
I
too.
like her.
Yeah.
I watched a documentary on her, and it was like super good. Like it was actually really helpful for me.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Similar trajectories, you and Taylor.
yeah. Pretty much the same. No, but it just some of the words that she shared and some of her experiences actually really ministered to me.
Yep.
I thought so. Yeah, I am.
That's good.
Not that that's what you were asking. I am indeed.
I think of that song when I hear the word trouble, and the game Trouble.
Yeah.
That game.
Where
You pop it.
Yeah.
Right. I haven't played that in a while.
I haven't either.
Okay.
Oh, that's how you roll the dice in it, right?
That's how you roll the dice.
Yeah.
That's what they didn't trust us to
hold the dice.
To hold the dice
Yeah.
and roll it. They had to put it in the popper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like somebody had this great idea. Let's put the dice in a popper. Well, we need a game. What do we call it? It's really like Sorry, or, you know.
And it was due the next day. And they're like, guys, we're in trouble. If we don't get this game out, we are in trouble. It is due tomorrow.
This is, okay, now we're putting ourselves in this scenario because this is how we would do it.
We got to build it around the dice in the middle. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of games.
Yeah, we got a crew that loves to play some games.
That's right.
And, you know, if any of you love to play games, let them play games.
That's right. That's right.
We got go ahead.
Well, they might remember Amanda Chitwood from Johanna Beachy's birthday party picture.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Fresh
Too
ones.
soon.
Yeah.
Well, she's got people around her called the Triforce Troopers.
She does, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And they're at it again.
They're at it again.
And I believe you helped them out.
Yeah, you were there, and you pushed me in.
I may have actually shoved you into the shot. Let's watch what the Triforce Troopers are up to.
Yep.
All right, hey everybody, we're here with the Triforce Troopers. I can't believe it. This is so exciting. They're gonna eat some hot stuff. Is that what we're doing? That's what's happening?
That is what we're doing.
Okay.
The only rule is you cannot eat the wings with any ranch.
Nope.
And no fluids. So
Okay.
no milk, no water, just straight wing.
All right, before we get started, tongues out, please. Let me see the tongues. All right, very good. Don't know why we do that. Okay, mango habanero.
Let's do it.
Cheers, boys.
Not bad. I get these all the time. Little fire.
You do this for fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Desert heat. This is a dry
This is
rub.
a dry rub. It's like a chili.
Buddies.
Okay.
Oh my. Dry rub. This is gonna hurt.
What is this flavor?
Desert heat. It's desert heat.
Dry rub.
So it's not like a sauce. Just seasoning.
dry rub. It's also
Got that.
corduroy friction. In some places.
That's good flavor.
Chip it out. What do you think?
That one's hotter. I think she's doing good.
I'm doing great.
The Carolina Reaper.
I like feel it in my chest.
My eyes are watering.
Here.
Carolina Reaper.
3, 2, 1.
Okay. That one's different. Oh.
This is great for sinus cleanse.
I get it. You're fine. We do this for fun. It's a great Friday night treat.
That one.
Best thing about that was that Mighty Ducks hat. That was fun. I like that hat, Amanda. Yeah.
Yeah, are you eat something hot on a dare kind of guy?
Oh, I probably wouldn't back down if somebody said, eat that. Will you eat that? I'd probably eat it.
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't do it?
Nope. Not if I didn't want to.
Not worth it.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does stay, especially when you don't have any fluids.
Yeah, well, the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 30 minutes later, there was a mushroom cloud over the building.
One of the toughest guys I know, named Nick. Nick. I saw him in the fetal position after eating a pepper one time, and I was like, man, I don't know if I should do that.
Yeah,
That took Nick down.
I like to feel good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of my thing.
I like to
Anything that's going to make me feel bad,
Yeah.
I don't want to intentionally do.
And don't you think it probably has some type of, like we shouldn't be eating it if it's causing us to feel this way? Like maybe in God's providence,
Yeah, that stands to reason.
Yeah.
That checks out. Yeah,
that checks out.
sure.
That like I see someone else in the tribe is down in the fetal position. I go, yeah.
Okay. I learned.
I learned.
Yeah.
I've learned. I've pivoted.
I'm going to give a hard no.
I'm going to eat more rice. Bland rice for Drew. No peppers.
No pepper.
Yeah.
No.
I'm starting to think they're winging it on these competitions.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Ew. No, I love the Triforce.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right, thanks guys for doing that. In a similar vein, you never quite know what you're going to get. There's the closet calendar.
That's right.
And I got to tell you, I do love my little weekend breaks where I don't feel like I have to tear off a page and bring it to the light of day, but it's Monday.
It's Monday.
So I did.
Okay.
Closet calendar page for the day. It's another random act of kindness,
There it is.
which is not random at all. I have a thing with it. If it's planned, it's not random.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway, and it just says donate used towels or blankets to a shelter. Animal shelters are always in need of supplies. Help out by clearing out storage boxes filled with old towels and blankets. So I guess I wouldn't have thought about like an old towel I probably would have just thrown away. I wouldn't have thought about like an animal shelter.
Yeah.
Using that.
Yeah.
But dogs do love to roll in the towels.
They do. They do. And you need them, you know, when they're put them in the crate, makes it a little
nicer.
nicer.
Yeah.
I found out this weekend we have a lot of linens.
Okay.
A lot of linens.
A lot of
A lot of blankets.
Yeah.
I'm sure other people probably like, yeah, I guess we do have a lot of blankets. Maybe we should find a home for those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd maybe call. It says there on the calendar page, they're always looking.
Yeah, you might.
I don't know if
check.
they're always looking,
Yeah.
but
Give a check first.
call it up and not a bad idea.
Okay. Yeah. I'm all for kindness though.
For sure.
What? Yeah. Planned kindness, spur of the moment kindness.
Random.
Any way to be kind.
Yep.
We can use some more of that.
I agree.
And in favor of that.
Yep.
And then in our kitchen, there's another calendar that gives us a national day to celebrate. And today is National Fast Food Day.
National Fast Food Day.
Which, I mean, we've been fasting from food on the 20th of every month.
Right.
So I was like, well, I mean, that's coming up. I don't know that I want to, fast from food today, too.
Right.
But it really wasn't planned, so I didn't know what to do.
Right. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of at a loss with this one as well because when I think of fast food, I think of food that you can get at a quicker pace.
Oh, like a drive-through?
Like a drive-through.
Oh, wait.
Yeah. Where you drive up to like a window of a building and it's like, that doesn't look like a house. That looks like just a store. Maybe they'll hand me food if I say, can I get food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do we make it so fast? Food. Listen, did you see that documentary, Super Size Me?
I did.
Yeah. Where that guy eats McDonald's
For a month.
for a month, solely just McDonald's food, and kind of sees what the reaction is to his body and things like that. I remember saying after that documentary, never again. Next day in Wendy's drive-thru. Can I get a spicy chicken, junior bacon, and some chili? Thank you. Never again.
I do like their chili.
Yeah.
They say you shouldn't order it because it's just like the leftover hamburgers that they've thrown into like but I like it.
Yep. I think someone found a thumb in one time. that took me off for a couple weeks.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Well, it is a fast food day.
Fast food day.
And you brought up Wendy's.
Yeah.
I had been seeing these commercials for Wendy's breakfast, and I've never had a Wendy's breakfast.
I didn't even know they had breakfast.
Yeah, and I am a fan of a chicken biscuit.
Yeah.
So like Chick-fil-A has their chicken biscuit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Wendy's has done one. Look at this bad boy right here. And theirs has apparently some honey in there. I can smell it. Yep.
Oh.
Little honey butter on the biscuit with a chicken. My mouth is watering.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seriously is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to get in on that.
Yeah. But you had said that, but then I was like, well, I know they have the honey, but do they have just the good old sausage, egg, and cheese? And they do.
Look at that bad
So
boy.
that's what I ordered, and I'm gonna take a big one.
How is it? That's a good biscuit.
Yeah. It really is a
I'm
good
down with
biscuit. Yeah. Fast food.
That's a
day.
good fast food breakfast.
Absolutely.
I'm going to eat the rest of it later, but.
For sure. So fast food, we pull up to a window and they hand us a bag, typically wrapped in some type of foil.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to the fast food.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. I mean, well, I generally try to put good things in my body, but I'll get down on some fast food every now and then.
I remember one time I was talking to this nutritionist, and they said, well, if it comes out of a window, you shouldn't eat it.
Okay.
And I said, I don't think that's possible. I hear what you're saying, Andrea. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'll go inside.
If that makes a difference.
If that's what's going on.
We got to get your steps in.
Got to get my steps. Got to get my steps to my chicken biscuit. Got to get my chicken biscuit.
Okay. Yeah.
Fast food day.
Fast food day.
Celebrate. How should they celebrate?
I don't know.
I mean, find your way to a fast food. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel weird telling
I
people.
don't really want to push that.
I don't want to push that. I don't know.
We're generally like encouraging people to do things that are good for them and healthy.
That's right.
Like if you eat a lot of fast food, maybe today's the day you don't. That's how you celebrate.
There you go.
Yeah,
There
take
you
a
go.
day off.
You know, Wendy's has some good salads.
They do.
They have some good salads. I don't know why that just popped in my head.
Well, you're thinking of maybe some better choices.
Better choices.
Yeah.
Yep. Sometimes it's like, we got this grease pile, or you could have 3 pieces of lettuce and a little bit of apple on top.
All right.
All right.
Then drench it in fat. All right.
Okay.
Well, it's Monday.
Monday.
And on Mondays, we get a little motivation.
We do have motivation on Monday.
We do, yeah.
We have a song. That I don't feel motivated until I get the song.
Yeah, the song helps.
All right, let's hear that song.
It's just a motivational Monday. I wish it was Monday.
Motivational Monday.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Fully motivated. We got a motivational poster.
Yeah.
Attitude.
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 What it says underneath attitude is a little thing that affects everything. A positive attitude has ripple effect. Change your attitude and you change your world.
Okay.
Attitude. What is an attitude? Like, is it a mindset? Is mindset and attitude synonyms?
Like how you look at something?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your attitude
Your
towards it?
worldview? It's hard.
The
It's
mindset, yeah. Like, yeah, if you got a bad attitude about, something, you're probably gonna have a negative experience. If you have a good attitude, you're probably more likely to have a good experience.
So it's that lens by which you see the circumstance. Okay.
Like if you have an attitude about people that says, well, people are there to meet my needs, and and they're there, for my bidding, then that's probably going to be pretty disappointing. But if you have an attitude that says, no, people are children of God and are objects of His love moving through me, then that's going to produce some different relational experiences.
Absolutely.
Change your world.
100%.
Yeah.
Wow.
Make your world better for everyone, you included.
Yep. And I like this this point here that the poster's making, that it's a little bit of it can actually have this big impact.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Yep. I wrote a book, I think it was last year, called Atomic Habits.
Atomic habits.
Atomic Habits.
Okay.
These little bitty habits that over time compound and become these big changes.
Nice.
That's a pretty interesting thought. I think that's probably true of our attitude.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
Bo.
Yes, sir.
I just find it interesting that, I love our church, and I love how, like we said, we're here for those who are in trouble, we're here for those who are happy, we're here for the big, here for the small, and I love it that we're in this kind of initiative and drive right now to concern ourselves with the smallest of creatures. Worm clothing drive.
The worm clothing drive.
The worm clothing drive. I'm
yeah.
so excited that we're looking out for the worms because it gets cold here. And I know they're in the ground, but again, they can't be that warm in the ground.
Right.
So our church is kind of asking people to bring in worm clothing.
So worm clothing, it'd be maybe a really small sock, that the worm could just slide into, or.
Oh, no, I think you're misunderstanding what the drive is.
Okay.
No, I don't, that would be ridiculous. Oh, that would be, what? You're talking about a little tiny sock that a worm would fit in?
Or just the top of a turtleneck, kind of
No, Bo, no, that's not
appendages.
what MCC's looking for. We're looking for
worm clothing.
Worm clothing with worm. I have a couple examples here. Let me show you. We're looking for like an apple with a worm coming out of it, or maybe you've got a shirt with some, sour gummy worms, or you've got just a shirt with this crazy Christmas sweater, worm sweater thing, or it could be simply a T-shirt with a worm on it, like a cartoon worm.
Yeah.
The worm clothing drive.
So, yeah. So if you have some worm clothing laying around,
Yeah.
you can just donate that.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's probably a lot of teachers have the apple with the worm coming out of it shirt,
Yeah. I don't have any of that. Is there a way that I could participate even though I don't even know where to get worm clothing at this late date.
Right. Listen, I think maybe there's a video that will kind of clear all this up and kind of help us understand a little bit more. So let's check this out.
This Thanksgiving, Walt takes some time to thank God, our great and faithful provider, for His many blessings and provisions.
And part of being thankful to Him is being more like Him to the people around us.
So MCC's Share the Love is going to collect a provision of warm clothes to provide for those in our city that would otherwise go without. This is only possible with our partners, Do You Know Him Ministry.
On Tuesday, November 17th, starting at 5:30 p.m., we want you to bring all your new and lightly used warm clothes for kids and adults to any of the 3 MCC campuses. But if you're in the Bedford area, we want you to come to 56 Old Bedford Road.
If you're in the Concord area, you can bring your warm clothes to the Concord campus at 37 Regional Drive.
If you're in the Manchester area, bring your smile and your warm clothes provision to the Manchester campus at 1308 Wellington Road. My friends, what an incredible opportunity we have this Thanksgiving to be grateful to our God by sharing His love with those around us. Let's do this.
Oh.
Warm clothing.
Warm clothing.
Warm clothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Makes a whole lot more sense.
Yeah, we both missed
Okay.
that one.
Yep. All right.
It
Well.
happens.
Bo.
What?
Union leader.
What?
Covered in confetti.
Let's go.
Love it. Love it right there. Premier
of the people.
paper. Right there on the top, it says, Creepy Santa finds new spot
'Tis the season.
for holiday cheer. Check out this Creepy Santa.
Oh, right.
It's a 12-foot statue, fiberglass statue, that's been around the Manchester area for 30 years, Bo.
Yeah, I don't like not being able to see his fingers.
Right.
What's he hiding under that mitten?
So they're moving it, and people are excited. There's a Facebook group for this.
What's it called?
It's called the Demented Santa. And our very own Becky Masterson is likes that group. Is in that group, yeah.
Okay.
I know. I looked it up and I was like, Becky. All right, fantastic. But some people call it the Sinister Santa. They're moving it near the Masonic Temple. That's just truth. I don't know. It's in there. I don't know. So I want to go check it out. I'm gonna get a picture with him.
I hope there's some children who can see it out their bedroom window, just to make, bedtime a little more exciting throughout this Christmas season.
Children, it's Christmas Eve. You know who's coming tonight?
Sinister Santa!
Can we?
That's terrible.
That's terrifying. Yep.
Yeah.
We need a prayer.
Oh,
we need a prayer after that. We need a small prayer. With you, Lord, optimism will run through our life. Amen.
With you, Lord.
With you, optimism will run through our life. Amen.
Hey, he's got us.
Exactly what you were saying earlier. Yeah. His love flowing through us.
Right.
Pray for one.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
God, please give me one person to share your love with. That's a small prayer.
That's a small prayer.
Yeah.
Huge. Not so huge.
Okay.
The chuckle.
Chuckle.
Whoever said money doesn't buy happiness has obviously never done much shopping.
Okay.
I don't like shopping.
I can enjoy it.
know.
I can get down on it a bit. I don't know. It didn't really make me happy, I don't guess.
I just get what they call analysis paralysis. I just can't make that decision. I'm like, well, this one is comfy, but this one looks stylish. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
It's hard. And then online, that's a whole other set of
you're taking a risk there.
worries, risk, I have a child's backpack because I bought a backpack online.
We have, I kid you not, we have a little shelf.
Yeah.
That is designated for things that Summer has purchased online, that when they arrived, they were much smaller than she anticipated.
It's hard.
There's things on it. It's fantastic. So it's like a display, and that's what it's for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's like I see that you've put a picture, but I don't know that gentleman's makeup. I don't know, like...
It was about a pillow once.
Right.
It was like... expected like it to be a couch pillow, and the thing's like that big. So tiny. Like, oh, okay.
No, in summer I could see her just actually putting that on the couch, and it's just a tiny pillow.
There you go.
You can move the pillows. Here, I'll take that one.
Honey, that does not go with the Bugaboo Creek vibe we have.
Bugaboo. Well, there's an alligator and an opossum seized from a home.
Whoa. An alligator and an opossum.
Yep.
We're shacking up together?
I guess so. The Fish and Game Conservation officers came and grabbed the American alligator and the opossum after executing a search warrant at a Claremont home. So I think they were being kept.
That is an odd couple.
Yeah.
An alligator and an opossum.
It's just me and you, babe.
Well, one's nocturnal. I mean, I bet there was all kinds of domestic disputes going on in that household. That's probably why the authorities were called.
Yes. You thought the old Walter Matthau odd couple was a fun time.
Yeah. Alligator and Bo Possum.
Wait for it.
This
spring.
The madcap duo,
Don't
alligator.
put it past us. Do not put that past us. We will do it. Yep. In case people couldn't get a mental image of the creepy Santa, they put a picture in.
Well, you need to.
Yeah. Somebody got a side shot of the 12-foot Santa statue. So, fantastic. Yeah. Oh, Bo, I was just kind of checking, Looked like big news here, and after yesterday was the Masters win for Dustin. Got him in his green jacket there.
The Pats won last night.
Pats won?
Again, 2 weeks in a row.
What? Okay.
Don't call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. And all that is great. But there was one article that was concerning to me about just personal hygiene. Family circus.
Not an article.
Sister, again, is barking at brother. Both of them fully dressed, Sunday's clothes. I don't know what's going on with this family. You're too little to use deodorant, Jeffy. You haven't even learned to sweat yet. You're too little to use deodorant, Jeffy. You haven't even learned to sweat yet. Here's why I find this so concerning, Bo. There was a time when I found out that my Speed Stick Ocean Surf had aluminum in it, and I was shoving that aluminum into my armpits, therefore linked right to Alzheimer's. I was like, I probably got to stop doing this. I got to stop shoving metal into my armpits. So then I was on a search for a natural deodorant.
Yep.
Okay? And every deodorant that I was finding was giving me these terrible rashes.
Yeah.
These terrible rashes. And so there was a time where I was sans deodorant because I couldn't find one that didn't hurt me. And I wanted to think, this is up to me. Like my stink is my stink. And if I want to be a part of a community of people who are okay with me stinking, if that means I get to keep my memories, you know? If that means that I get to just continue to live a long, fruitful life, is it okay that maybe I stink a little bit? I just think that she's pushing into Jeffy's world a little bit where she doesn't have jurisdiction. And she needs to leave his smell and his stink to himself and let him deal with it how he wants to deal with it.
Yeah, but it seems like she's kind of doing him a favor. Like, hey, you don't need that yet, so don't be shoving that in your armpits. Like,
yeah, I guess.
Saying.
So maybe they're warning.
Yeah, she's like, hold off, pal.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, that seems to really reinforce what you were saying.
Okay, fair.
Like in regards to the dangers of this, because maybe he's unaware. Like you were unaware, you didn't.
Yep.
You didn't know. You're just trying to cover your musk.
Yep. And so what I have done, like I always do, is I've projected my own personal problems onto this and jumped to my own conclusions before actually reading the full article.
I think so. Yeah.
And I do that every time,
yeah, I know.
almost daily.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, some racing pigeons. They're doing some cool things with a Santa Claus in Israel, looks like. I don't know, it's on an island. But Ho Ho H2O. That's a good article title.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
That was the news.
That's the news.
Okay.
That's all we need to know from the union leader today. Yeah.
That's good.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alligator and Bo Possum.
Alligator and Bo Possum. Coming this spring.
I want to know more about that. All right, you want to do a little Everyday with Jesus?
Day.
Day. Our thought for the day says, the love of God is the driving force of the universe, as God is defined by love. Love permeates and propels his every action. Oh. And then the verse is from 1 John 4:8. It says, whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. There you go. Love of God is the driving force in the universe. God is love.
Permeates. And propels.
Oh, I like that.
Those are good verbs.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Permeates love.
Yeah, everything God says and does, every action, every thought, every command is rooted in love.
Can I tell you, I think a lot of times I get into trouble in relationships when I begin to judge the motivations of someone else's actions. When I go, oh, they did that because it's self-serving to them. That's why she chose to do that action. When in reality, once I step back and look at it, I go, oh, no. She's doing that because she loves me. Like, just, there was no gain for her in that. That truly was a selfless love. And I, in my own sin and in my own ability to see, in my own human condition, I couldn't see it. Because that kind of love is foreign to me, and I want more of it, and I need God to continue to show me his love. But God, his motivation is love. He's propelled by that love. He is love. That's wild.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, and whenever we try to assume the motivation of others, it doesn't go well.
No.
No reason to do that.
Fairly right. I have a full picture. Oh, it's very minute and minuscule of my version of what is going on.
Yeah, and then we're usually just attributing our own things onto others. And not a cool. It's kind of like we want people to assume the best in us while we assume the worst in others.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's wrong?
That's not good.
That's not a good thing.
Not a good
Okay.
plan.
All right. I'm getting it. I'm getting it. That's not a very trivial conversation, Bo.
No, but we can move into something a little more trivial.
I would love to.
A little Trivial Pursuit.
Let's do it.
All right, 6 questions on a Trivial Pursuit card. I'm going to make a guess at all 6. I want you to play along, make a guess at all 6 as well. Just guess something. If you get all 6 right, we'll send you a congratulatory Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box. There's Pop Rocks in there. I've heard tell that they are delicious and wonderful. And I'd really love some, but I've not gotten all 6 right. We have the classic 1981 edition of the classic board game Trivial Pursuit and the 40th anniversary edition, the oldest cards and the newest. Dealer's choice.
I went old.
Old school.
Okay. Blue.
Geography.
What does an Austrian call Austria? What does an Austrian call Austria? That's what it says.
What does an Austrian
Call
Austria? What does an Austrian call Austria? I don't know. Deutschland. That's Germany. I don't.
Yep.
Auschwitz.
They're looking for Österreich.
Österreich.
Osterreich.
Österreich.
Österreich. Okay.
Okay, no Pop Rocks for me.
Pink.
Pink, entertainment.
What actress was the top box office draw during World War II? Actress was the top box office draw during World War II.
Rita Hayward.
Looking for Betty Grable.
Okay.
Betty Grable. Yellow.
Yellow, history.
Okay. What South Vietnamese president was assassinated by his generals in 1963? What South Vietnamese president was assassinated by his generals in 1963?
Ho Chi Minh.
They wanted No Din Diem.
Okay.
No Din Diem.
0 for 3.
0 for 3. Here we go. Brown.
Brown, art and literature.
Who wrote the 1957 bestseller Kids Say the Darndest Things? Who wrote the 1957 bestseller Kids Say the Darndest Things?
Art Linkletter?
That's absolutely correct.
Okay.
Art Linkletter.
There we
Green.
go. Green, science and nature.
How many tentacles does a squid have?
The squid has.
Tentacles does a squid have?
Oh, well, the octopus has 8, right? Yeah, octo. Squid has 6.
They wanted 10. They wanted 10.
Okay, I went the wrong direction.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And how many tickles does it take to make a squid laugh?
10.
10.
tickles.
10 tickles. Okay. Orange.
Orange, sports and leisure.
What was the best-selling toy of 1957? What was the, no, hold on, I said this wrong. What was the biggest selling toy of 1957?
My answer is the hula hoop.
Hula hoop is correct. The hula hoop is correct. You seen that video of that dog hula hooping?
I have not.
And he's just like, it's great. Hard card.
That was, yeah. Wow. I did not get all 6 right.
Österreich.
But if you did, let us know and we'll send you a congratulatory Pop Rocks from a Fun Dip box and maybe a nasty note.
Maybe a kind bar?
Nope.
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 All right.
I have nothing kind.
Nothing kind to say.
Maybe a cruel bar.
A half-eaten sausage biscuit?
I'm not getting this. I'm gonna finish
You
my,
gonna finish
my
it?
chicken biscuit
Okay.
later.
Yeah. Bo?
Yes, sir.
It's time for a little sermon remix.
And so the question is are you a follower of Jesus who is a soldier in his army under the command of Jesus, where our response to him is, yes, sir? Or are you still a civilian, building your own kingdom, doing your own thing? So let's take a look at that. Civilians here, they live to please themselves. That's how you know. Like, if my primary agenda is self-pleasure, well, then I understand, well, then I'm running my own affairs, and it really is about my affairs. But a soldier is underneath the authority of the one who has command over that person and says yes. But a civilian does our own thing in our own way. And so what we are trying to do is just please ourselves. And so we can then turn to God in some efforts to try to get God to do what we want him to do, because we're like, hey, God, I'm going to use you. God, and that's where religion really kind of comes into play. And we start saying, well, okay, like how do I get God to do what I want God to do for me, as opposed to saying, okay, God, here I am and I'm yours.
Bo.
Yes, sir.
Authority. It's tricky.
Why is that?
I think it's tricky in that as we begin to find, test limits, boundaries, understand kind of where I begin and end, where you begin and end, trying to understand the dynamics, I think it's probably one of the most important things for us to figure out, because it has so much. God disciplines those he loves. His understanding of God's authority above us, he's placed that authority for a reason and a purpose. It's key part of, in this conversation, even like a soldier, listening to the higher authority for a reason and a purpose. It's key. It's huge.
Yeah.
So I appreciated this part of the sermon for sure.
Yeah. I think all of us at times can have authority issues, but I think it's when you trust the authority over you.
Yeah.
Then there's a far greater likelihood of submission to that authority. And if there was ever an authority you could trust, it's God.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole lordship component, like Lord and Savior, or Savior and Lord, and thinking, well, I trust God with my eternal salvation, but I can't trust him with something as important as money.
Right.
I mean, right? Yeah. When I die, I'll go to heaven, because I trust that what he's done for me is good. But when it comes to money, I'm going to handle that. I'm going to manage that, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. There's an issue there that goes, well, okay, time out. Something's off here.
Yeah.
How are we really trusting God, with the greatest thing, the most important, if we have no evidence of trusting him and other things?
Yeah. I think I had a base understanding that it was true when Jesus said, where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Mm-hmm. But then as I continue to walk through that and live through that, it's absolutely true. That what we do with finances and the resources given to us really dictates where our heart is.
That's what we think about, what we worry about, what we dream about, where we are looking for our hope and security and identity.
Yep.
And all these things. And that's why I'm so thankful that, that God does speak to us so much regarding money, that it's not a taboo subject with him at all.
Right.
He understands how important it is to us, and so it's important to him.
Yeah.
And so much of what Jesus said, he used money as those illustrations, because that's like the chief thing that I think we're tempted to put before him, and to allow this inanimate object. Money's neither good nor evil. Mm-hmm. It just is. Like Ace misquoted the other day, is like, yeah, money's the root of all evil. And I said, no, money is neither good nor evil. Money just is. Mm-hmm. And it's a created thing. And it's the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil.
Okay.
And so to love money and to have that be what's, your Lord and what has authority in your life. What does the money say? Well, that's a root of all kinds of evil. That will always lead us down a road that deviates from what God desires.
That's right. And this is a great opportunity for us to say, for 3 easy payments of $28.22, we can't. No, there's nothing like. Here comes the pitch. Oh, boo.
Well, but with that, the tithe, the biblical tithe,
right.
10%. Right off the top, first thing is a beautiful, wonderful gift from God that He gives to us. This wonderful gift of giving.
That's right.
And to know that we are trusting Him and to start there. And that's really a beginning of a journey of trusting God in everything.
That's right.
Yeah. It's not the end. It's really a step of faith and a beginning.
That's right.
Yeah. So, cool. All right. Well, this is the day. We'll catch you tomorrow.
Yep.